This is probably the most common question of any online grocery pickup shopper. What's more important than pick rate is the actual amount of items you pick in a shift. Sometimes you'll have people at the top of the leaderboard, they might have a 200 pick rate, but they only picked 10 items because they went in one pick walk and they were in the back room the rest of the day. Don't worry about beating these people. I can see that on my end. I can see how many items you picked, how, what your pick rate was per pick walk. I can see all of that. If you're doing oversized walks, and I don't know if it's still a thing anymore, what people used to do was they would jump out of the actual pick walk and they would grab all the items, but they would be on the main home screen. And this would help keep their pick rate up because it didn't actually show they were in an active walk at the time. Yes, this helps your pick rate, but I can see this on my end and I know who's actually doing this and who's not. It ends up taking longer if you're jumping out and getting all those items. So yeah, your pick rate looks better, but you're gonna end up picking less items. And I see that. I can tell when someone's doing that or they're not. I don't have to look at the screen to know that. There's a whole lot of ways that you can kind of navigate to have a faster pick rate, that you can cheat it. Most coaches, maybe not even most, but I mean, I could tell. I knew who was picking fast, who wasn't, and I knew if you were cheating it or not. But the main tips I would have for you is always keep moving forward. So if you're in an aisle, you know that you're going to go down the aisle and move forward. So if there's a customer where you're needing to pick the item, go ahead and move your cart up past them. And while you're moving past them, maybe they're done. Or you can go ahead and look at that next item. And if it's on that same aisle, just go ahead and grab that next item and have it ready to scan. And then most likely that customer's moved by then. And so they're not in the way. And then you can go grab that item and then you have 2 items ready to go. So my biggest tip would always just move your cart forward. Don't wait behind someone and use your words to get around someone. So if you need somewhere where they're at, just be like, hey, excuse me, I'm going to grab that real quick. And most of the time, I've never gotten yelled at. I had employees that would. But those same employees, I know that they also weren't using their manners the way they should. So that would be my biggest tip, is just use your manners and just work around those customers. Hope that answered your question. If you have any other questions from what I just said, feel free to drop that down below and I'll respond to that as well.